Hi there everyone, welcome to Chill and Trade TV. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And if you are back here again, welcome back. Also, if you want to trade with a regulated FSCA broker, just click on the link in the description down below. And if you want to find out exactly what is an FSCA regulated broker, just head back into the channel and you will see a video on that. So let's get into today's video, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be looking at German 30, Euro USD, and gold, just to see how the market's gonna play out next week, if we have any changes to the analysis or not. So if you remember the last German 30 analysis, I hope you guys did get those cells I did talk about. I did mention those cells, and I hope you guys were well in profit. Ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm gonna do is, um since price is still going heading down, let me go to the 4-hour time frame and show you something. I did notice that there is a possible pattern to the upside like this. I mean, there is a possible ascending pattern. So if we do this, so this is a familiar pattern. We talk about this pattern quite a lot on the channel. It's an ascending pattern, which means it's a reversal pattern. Remember, the market can always go in one direction. Sooner or later, it does change direction. It does change direction. So we are still anticipating sells. Let me just move this. I'm still anticipating sells until the low, which is gonna be the previous horizontal support and diagonal support, which means there is confluence here. There is more than enough confluence when the market gets here. So what I am going to anticipate is that price is gonna come here. Once it gets here, is gonna go to the upside. Price is gonna go to the upside till here, till this previous high. Ideally, ladies and gentlemen, we are anticipating that, since we know how this pattern plays out. Let me just extend this a bit. Ideally, ladies and gentlemen, we would prefer this pattern to complete and give us that third touch. This is the first touch. It's gonna be the second touch. Then once price gets to this third touch, we know, ladies and gentlemen, that according to this pattern, it's complete, and then we should be anticipating sells to the downside now. Should be anticipating sells all the way to the downside until the start of the pattern, until the start of this pattern. So right now our focus is just, let me go to 1 hour if you can get short-term selling opportunities as well. Okay, so basically we are just gonna wait for the market to do the same thing as it has been doing. As you can see here, the market has been giving us these continuation patterns. or pullbacks. Some are patterns, some are pullbacks. As you can see, and then it pushed down every time. So ideally, we're looking for some for price to give us the same thing here, and then that push to the downside, and then that push to the downside, and it's going to be here in our previous support and diagonal support. Then once price gets here, we'll be looking for those pushes to the upside. So your first target would be the previous high, and then your second target will be this high, will be this high. Let me see if it's the leg of the previous push to the upside. Let me just, okay, from this, or maybe I should, okay, let me do this from the previous low where the price touched. This should be your second target. We'll just wait and see how price plays out. We'll just see how price plays out because there is the nature still replaying out here. Push up, correction, push up, correction, and push up, and we'll just see, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just see. But for now, the short-term analysis is looking for short-term sells, and then the push up, and then the buys in the direction of the trend, because it is an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows and all that nice stuff. So that's it for US30. I think I did a bit more, than I should have, but just to show you guys the overall direction, or what I see happening possibly. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. So now let's go to gold. Gold has been really good, has really been good. I hope you guys took those opportunities and you are well in profit. So this was news that happened yesterday, which was Friday, and I see price pushed down aggressively. So we'll just wait and see if price will reach the previous support zone. As you can see, this is the previous support zone. Also, let me just see something. Let me just see if I join this high, that high, that higher high. It's low. Let's see that low. Let me just do this correctly. This is a familiar pattern as well. The same pattern as I showed you on on German 30. Sorry, the same pattern I showed you guys on German 30. So let me just go to the 1 hour time frame and see exactly, is price going to reverse where it currently is. Okay, for this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just have to wait for price to see what is going to happen. But ideally, I do anticipate that this is just going to be extended a bit like this. So price is going to go down. Once it gets to this support zone, it's going to reverse to the upside. reverse to the upside. And then should it also give us the third touch here, we'll be looking for cells. We'll be looking for cells. And I did talk about this pattern, how it plays out, so I'm not gonna go into too detail about it and repeat the same thing. But ideally, I'm just gonna wait for price to reach this previous support zone, horizontal and diagonal support zone, and then we're going to look for pushes to the upside, and we'll see what happens when price gets there. So for now, I'm just going to identify this pattern at the current market price like this, and obviously if it breaks there, and then I'll just adjust it accordingly. But we are looking for buys to the upside until it completes, and once price completes this pattern, and because this is gold, this might actually play out next week. We'll be looking for sales. We'll be looking for sales, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see once the market opens, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait to see once the market opens. But ideally, I did show you the overall um, behavior of this pattern. Once it reaches the third touch, it will be complete, and we're looking for sales all the way until the start of the pattern. So we'll just have to wait and see how the market plays out next week. So that's it for gold, ladies and gentlemen. Remember what I always say, we might have different trading strategies, but as long as the direction is the same, that's all that matters, because we want to make profit from the market. Want to make profits from the market. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell, ladies and gentlemen. And let's go to the final Euro USD. So with Euro USD as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember, I did do a top-down analysis and updates along the way, so you can just go back to the channel again and have a look So we are still looking for the overall long term direction for this is to the upside, to the upside. But for now, let's just focus on the current market movement so that we can capitalize on them while we wait on the long term direction. So Euro USD, it's still continuing to push down. It's still continuing to push down. So we're just going to identify the opportunities we have. We have this is a nice push to the downside. I think this is actually a nice supply zone, but we're not gonna go into that. So just gonna continue from this high, from this high. As you can see, it's also a nice head and shoulders. Let me see. Shoulder, head, and the other shoulder. This is super nice. Then we do have that neckline. The neckline is the actual neckline is something like this. Is something like this. This diagonal support zone. And price did break out. Price did break out. Let's see. But we rather want to focus more on this zone, on the previous support zone. This is the one we'll focus on. So let me just get rid of that, just so you guys can see that neckline. So here, ladies and gentlemen, since this move is already in motion, this move is already in motion, we can either wait for price to go back to the previous support resistance zone, or previous zone, and then wait for price to give you those rejection candles and then enter. So it's a break, retest, and then enter for the sell. Or where the market is currently, you could just wait for a pattern and enter at the breakout. Enter at the breakout. Enter at the breakout. And we're going to target this low. We're going to target this low. This low, ladies and gentlemen. This low. So it's gonna be, let's see, first touch, second touch, and the third touch. That's the third touch of this expanding pattern. Of this expanding pattern. Because previously, the pattern we identified in the previous video, we're anticipating price to reverse, but price seems to be moving down aggressively. So why not just take advantage of this movement and trade with the momentum of the market? So we are looking for sells. We are looking for sells. We are looking for sells until these lows. We are looking for sells until these lows. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click on that notification bell. Until the next video, have yourselves a profitable trading week next week. This is Chill and Trade TV. Peace.